Good morning, what a gorgeous day, what a gorgeous day. You can tell it's morning because the front of the tower's in the dark, look. It's quite early and I've managed to get back to Blackpool. I've managed to get back to where you could say I belong. 10 to 10, cowboy time. And I thought I'd start on the promenade. I've caught the tram, I've got my 12-hour, my day ticket. I've got my day ticket, so I've got complete flexibility to wander around today. So I'm going to have a nice day out at the seaside. We'll go and see what we can find out for this week in Blackpool. First thing is that Odyssey has moved, it has disappeared. I'm going to go and speak to these guys in a second, and I know broadly what they're doing. But I'm just going to go and make sure I've got the right tale, because we would hate to tell you the wrong story, wouldn't we? So don't forget, before we get into this video, it could be a long one, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. The weekly interesting one that goes out on a Tuesday has been joined by a brother. So we've got the weekend What's On guide back again. Oh, that's very bright, it's lovely. We've got the weekend What's On guide back again. So on a Thursday, Friday, you'll get an email that's packed full of things to do for the following weekend. The link to sign up is in the description underneath the video. So let's go and see what we can see. So there you go. If you want to know the story, just ask the right people. So the guy in the yellow jacket is an Illuminations chap, and the Odyssey installation is on its way back to the Lightworks depot at Squires Gate for the time being. And then after the coronation, before the illumination, sometime in the future, it's coming back and it's going into its permanent home at the other side of the RNLI. So there you go. So the Odyssey things have moved. And this is the last little bits of the base that are just being lifted up now. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they're getting ready for the coronation, because of course it's only in, it's Monday today, so it's going to be about a fortnight, isn't it? So there's a stage and lights and cameras and action and all kinds of exciting stuff. So this is the place to be for the coronation, because there's the Heritage Tram Parade along the promenade, along the prom. There's free entertainment, there's all kinds of interesting stuff. So Blackpool, get your accommodation booked. Go on to the Visit Fylde Coast website, click on the accommodation tab at the top and pick a Stay Blackpool approved member, and then you'll know that you get a decent holiday and you'll have a fantastic time. We've booked the sunshine. Wowzer, it's a long way up there. There's a guy on Facebook started making a 3D printed version of the Blackpool Tower. It took him 2 hours to do one little section of legs. Have you ever been in here? It's really good. Really good. Are you guilty? It's very funny. Work in progress. I don't know who's doing this, but I do like it. It could be any one of a number of people, because we've got some really talented street artists in Blackpool. So I'd noticed that they'd moved the entrance to the Showtown building, which of course is the Sands venue, and it's opening in 2024. And this is a lovely Charlie Caroli look, my hero. It's obviously not finished, it's obviously a work in progress. And somebody had said to me the other day that they were spray painting it, they were doing a design on the wall as you go around. That's fabulous, I do like that. That's going to look really good when it's finished. We'll have to see if we can find out who's doing that, shall we? I told you it was about a month since I last came to Blackpool. The Souvenir and Clothes Shop is back again. This is the same people that had it last time, and it's brilliant, this shop. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. So it's got buckets and spares. I love these. and toys, little aeroplanes and monkeys and bears, Blackpool bears, rhubarb and custard rock. Can't be a bad thing, can it? And they've also got loads of coronation flags and stuff. If you want a little pair of dinky shorts, only £1. Can you imagine what they'd look like on? But I suppose if you're 14 and you've got the legs for it. So they've got ladies' clothes, all kinds of bits and bobs. So when you turn up for your holiday in Blackpool and all you've brought is thick jumpers, you can come in here and get a pair of shorts and some t-shirts. Or if you've only brought t-shirts, you can come in and get a pair of shorts and a jumper. Depending on whatever the weather does, and it'll not be the first time I've done that either. They've got all kinds of stuff. Oh, they're nice. They're nice for bobbing about in when it's hot, although they do look very small. I wonder if the children's don't look my huge size, do they? They've got some nice stuff in here actually. What are they? Hoodies and tops. Well, you name it, they've got one. You can even have some gym jams with some fur feather boas on them. Nice shop. Lots of knickers and dinosaurs. Only in Blackpool would you get knickers and dinosaurs next to one another. Dino. Sweet it is, rock and fudge, and it looks like they're doing a brisk trade. They've got all the flags, look. So they've got loads of bunting and Christmas, coronation flags, all the magnets and all that kind of thing, and a queue. You see, this is what people want, isn't it? This is what people want. So if you do pop in, tell them you saw it on Visit Fylde Coast. Do you know, it's as warm again, just one little road back from the seafront. Blackpool Amusements is all open and ready for business with their lovely pepperly coloured lights. Loads of shops in the sun, which is unusual because normally when I come around here they're in the shade. Main entrance, don't forget to watch our Hole in Wand vlog, and they're opening a children's party room and launching another new drink this week. Another shop there, look, to get your buckets and spades and stuff for the beach. And this is the ex-catalogue shop that was on Victoria Street, and they've moved into this new, bigger, better shop, which is good. That's a nice spot, that, perfect spot. And the ice cream shop, I went in there a couple of weeks ago to see whether they did food, to do a food review. And they're all kind of ice creams and drinks, but I will go in one day and do a ice cream vloggy type thing. They're opening very soon down at Rigby Road, Club 3000 Bingo, and this is the entrance into Viva Blackpool, where you can go into the box office and book your tickets. Goodness, that looks better tidied up, doesn't it? This is where they had the fire unboxing day, and apparently the British Art Foundation store is all fire damaged inside, and it won't be reopening in that location, but they're looking for a new shop. And you might remember that we had a little bit of a nosy through the window, and it looks as if it's not only fire damage, had a little bit of a collapsed ceiling problem. And from furniture to tickets. This is where you get your tickets for the Grand Theatre, and you can book for your next production. And this is the other one that they've boarded up, so that it looks tidier and cleaner and neater. Apparently they're putting vinyls on these box structures that they've built, and I am still intrigued to know why this building needs an exclusion zone around the front of it, because it doesn't look any different to any other clothes shop in Blackpool. If you know the answer to that, pop a comment underneath and enlighten me. Hive is a lovely little cafe, so you'll have seen the food review we did there, and I'm just about to go to the Toyland Toyshop because somebody's asked for a toy shop vlog. I'm just having 2 minutes at Cedar Square. and a little slurp of pop. And I turned round and found this little chap also having a slurp of fountain water. They're all God's creatures and they all need to drink somewhere, don't they? Cheeky little thing. He's having a good drink, isn't he? He must be thirsty. He must be thirsty. It's lovely sitting here in the sunshine. It's lovely sitting here in the sunshine, and my next stop I'm going to go and have a nosy and see what I can see in Abingdon Street Market, because of course it's supposed to be opening. It's supposed to be opening quite soon. Here we are. Here's the back of it. Don't know what it's going to be, and I did pop my nose through the door, and it was busy so he didn't notice me, but they're fitting that out for a bar, which looks very nice inside, I have to say. These guys are painting the front of the hairdressers, and round here we've got workmen working on Abingdon Street Market, so it's supposed to be opening, I think, wow, can't remember, this summer. Not long, a few weeks, and the door's open. I'm going to go and have a look and see if we can see inside. Oh, there you go, a little bit of a wafted look. Oh, that looks lovely. Doesn't that look nice? So that's the central food court in the middle. I do think every time I come round here, I think how nice Edward Street looks with these new shop fronts, and see the tavern all done up. So if anybody's in the mood for being a landlord, there's a pub here for you. There's a pub for the taking. To let. Just take a little stroll along Topping Street in the morning sun. So I thought I'd go and have a poodle around this corner and see what's happening on the site of the new DWP office block, because it's quite a few weeks since I came into Blackpool, what with having a little bit of time off at Easter and the weather not being amenable. You had to have a row of seats here, didn't they? Somebody serving tea and coffee. See what they're doing. Wow, foundations are growing. Foundations are growing. Let's see if we can line the camera up. There you go. Goodness. Not be long as they start coming out of the ground. They don't hang about, do they? It would be rude not to say hello to Tony of the bread basket on our way past. Look at those burners, don't they look nice? Were you just looking then to see whether I was going to walk past? You were, weren't you? Hello, Tony.
Good morning.
Long time no see. Oh, they look lovely. Lovely as always. Can you see I'm always drawn straight to cake. I'm always drawn straight to cake. How are you? Are you busy?
I thought you were drawn to me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Are you busy?
Well,
You can
view
see?
by yourself.
Yeah, view by yourself. It's always busy. Always busy in here. So while I'm coming out of the bread basket, I thought I'd just take a little walk down Clifton Street, because apparently there's a new bar opening in what used to be the old Co-op bank, and I can't remember which one the Co-op bank was. So I'm relying on you people to tell me the answer to that. I'm relying on you people. So if you know the answer, pop a comment underneath and let me know which one it is. I'm guessing it's one of these. I wonder if it's this one that's boarded up at the bottom. So apparently Marvins is a Motown and soul music £500,000 investment in Blackpool with private booths and private karaoke. Imagine that. Imagine me singing karaoke. I bet it's this one, because that looks like a work in progress, does it not? That looks much like a work in progress, and will that not make a big difference when it's done? Yeah, so it is, it's that one. And apparently it wasn't a bank, it was a building society. which probably explains why it doesn't look like a bank building, because this was an old bank. This one was an old bank, and that's a beautiful, luxurious apartment upstairs. Beautiful they are inside. There are various vlogs on YouTube about it. So this is the weird and wonderful Burley Street, home to, of course, Blackpool's first cat cafe, and it's also now home to our new bookshop, Books for Less. Somebody told me that this had opened, so I thought we'd pop in and we'd have a look and we'd see what they've got. So when you've come to Blackpool on holiday and it's raining and you're looking for something to do, you could pop in here and buy a book. They've actually got quite a good selection. It's quite a big shop actually. I wonder if they've got any joke books. I keep looking for joke books everywhere I go. So there's quite a good selection of children's books and adult novels, or more to the point, novels for grown-ups. Oh, research books, research, general knowledge is what I'm trying to say. City birds. Oh, interesting. Experimental corsets. I could do with an experimental corset. Took my stomach in. Pre-loved. Always pick a good bargain up there. I think you need to pop in here, Eric. So there you go. That's another little independent store. Brand new, recently opened, and doing their best. While I'm on Shanks's pony and I've travelled into Blackpool by tram, I'll take you with me down this corner of Central Drive. So this is all going to be redeveloped, and this is the first phase of Blackpool Central, because they're calling the car park, which is that bit there, the enabling phase. So the joke shop is going to shut in due course. If there's anything you want, you need to make sure that you get there quickly, because they might be gone by the time you turn up. And this is all going to be transformed. So these lovely old historic buildings will be saved to live another day. I just love that up there. Central Picture Theatre. It's a lovely building. It'd be nice to see it come back to life and look like it should do. So we're going to take a walk down to the promenade now and see what's happening down there, and then at some point I might even get on a tram with my day ticket. That's the good thing about coming to Blackpool on the tram, or using the tram when you're here, because you can just wander about and do whatever you want. Got complete freedom. It's quite astonishing. I'll just walk you around this corner and show you the other side of the car park, because I've not seen this side yet. There's a separate video about the joke shop, which is closing, so I've been inside there and had a look at that, and there's a separate video about the car park and Bonny Street Market. Wow, it's the big one. It's the big one, isn't it? I've just said I've not got a run in me, and I want to go down south, cross the road, walk to the tram stop, and lo and behold, here it is. Here it is. As if by magic, miraculously appeared. So I'm going to use my day pass, my Blackpool Transport day pass, to hop a junction or two down the prom. I'm not especially bothered where I get on the tram. Look what I've got. So if you watch this week's Friday food review, And that on top of it, I just couldn't resist it. I've been to Notariannis, which is round the corner. And I'm going to make a pig of myself, so I'm going to eat it before it dribbles everywhere. So I brought my ice cream over here. And I'm sitting on the bottom step where it's nice and sheltered because the wind's blowing that way. And I'm going to sit and listen to the waves. And I'm going to try and get this in my mouth and not all the way down my trousers. And do you know, it's lovely. It's a right little sun trap. I think that cloud's going to blow over. I'm going to have 2 minutes in the sun. So I hope you've enjoyed this week in Blackpool, if that makes sense. Make sure that you've subscribed. Make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications. And make sure that you signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. Because, well, there might be more ice creams to come at some point. I'll be 99 stone by the end of summer. Have a lovely day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't eat anything I wouldn't eat. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.